Move your body.
All the hits you need.
This station.
Hot 1019.
This hour presented by Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers. Nobody does I do like we do.
Go, Giants, go, top, go to tops. It's your birthday, gon' go to tops like it's your birthday. Gon' get salami like it's your birthday. Catering for everybody coming to your birthday. Mama getting grub, get the cheese doubles. Look, Toss got the bread and the meat you know you love. Reader's Choice best so come get you something. If you get hungry, Toss, what's up? Yeah, we got tops on top. It's the fall season, but every month of the year, always top season. Season in so fuego. Okay, so what about the queso? It's homemade, yo. Got a hungry crowd catering available. It is. Got a hungry house catering so flavorful. You know it. Got a hungry spouse not standing like a clown. Come get the best sandwich in the town. Yeah, Toss got the best dough, best soup. Put it in a bread bowl. Best sub of the year 3 times. Reader's Choice already said so.
Put it on the record.
Darn it. It cut out. You didn't do anything. It cut out. It just cut out. No, I didn't touch it. My phone just makes it stop.
No. Just put it back.
Oh, no, wait, Cash. Daddy took an early trip up to Lake Elmo West.
He's on the east on the west. He's on the east side or the west side?
That's a good question. We need to ask him.
Well, he's going to be joining the rest of the ice holes up there.
True. Very true. It's great fishing up there.
Great fishing. You know, we love the deep ice holes.
Nothing like eating a mariner fresh out of Lake Elmo, man.
And, you know, when I was up there, it was more on the yellowfin. I kind of like the yellowfin. But, you know, trying to pull something out of an ice hole really sucks.
That's true.
Especially that big.
That's very true.
Yeah.
He loves it up there, man. It's like, come on, we had 52-degree weather here in Billings today. Why do you got to go up to the 80-degree weather up there at Lake Elmo East?
You know, it's a well-kept secret.
It is, man.
Well kept.
It's kind of the shh, don't talk about it. I mean, it's another tax bracket that I'm not aware of.
Yeah, it's the lower tax bracket.
No.
That's the tax bracket I like to be in.
That's what they all say up there. They all kind of hush-hush it. You know what it is up there.
Either win with us or watch us win.
We got some guests in the building today.
Ooh.
We got some guests. We got one guy that's a little nervous on the mic here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I'm pretty excited for this.
Now, we're going to teach you really quick. You got to be right.
Yeah.
Right up on it. Close.
Hold it just like a microphone.
Yeah, you
sometimes it helps if you
hold it.
Spin a little.
Twist
the wrist.
The ambiance.
There you go.
Just like this.
You can pull it down a little bit too, and pull it towards you.
Pull it down and close.
Yeah.
This is
Don't make it weird. Don't make it.
It's just a microphone.
It's just a mic.
It's just a microphone.
Don't make it weird.
Yeah, these are the Purple Squirrel Professional Cleaning Boys, and they just got started like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Somewhere in there, yeah. 4 months, somewhere in there.
4 months or so. It's been in the plans for a while, but you guys are kind of breaking free from the 9 to 5 and going into entrepreneurship.
Yes, sir.
You know, I like it. You know, I kind of ran into them before it happened and kind of met them individually. And it was, hey, you know, really looking to do something and didn't know. I guess had some plans. But you guys kind of met up, and like I said, ideas turn into something real, a reality. It doesn't happen every day.
And then it starts moving, man. Before we kind of get into the deep dive, Rusty, I have a question for you. All right, so you're pretty new to business, but you're about to have the biggest meeting in your life. Let's say it's with the Billings clinic, cleaning the whole clinic, the whole hospital. They want to go to Tops for lunch.
You're on the spot.
You decide to go to Tops for lunch. This is like the CEO, the president of Billings Clinic. Big deal. Change your life kind of deal. He gets an Italian stallion, and he goes... and, of course, he understands. He goes for the queso. He makes the right decision. You're a little nervous, so you decide to skip the queso. However...
I'm not skipping the queso.
No, you do, because it's a big meeting. Now... As he's talking to you, and you guys are getting started, he dips a chip into the queso, and he goes for his mouth, and he gets a little bit right in his beard here. Are you going to sit through the lunch, or before you get started, are you going to let him know that he has some queso on his beard?
I'll let him know.
Are you going to let him know? No, are you going to let him know, like, really nonchalantly, like, you know, hey, buddy? Or are you going to be like, learn how to eat, man. cleaning business. Let me clean you up.
Let's hear it in your own words. Like, what would you say to him? No, serious. Like a business meeting. I'm him right now. What would you say to him?
He's like, I don't know.
Hey, Gerald, you got some white stuff in your beard. I think it's case.
Or do you lick your thumb and then go at it? Just kind of wipe it off.
The mom move.
The mom move right there. Yeah.
I might be. Maybe I'm speaking this into existence. Maybe you guys will get a big hospital contract.
Yeah.
If you do, you got to take him to top.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and then if he says anything weird, like whoa, about the whole thumb move, be like, I'm a professional.
As soon as this happens in the next 6 months, when this happens, you have the meeting, and this guy literally starts to dip for his queso, you're gonna be like, no, don't. You're like, man, Tucker called this like 4 months ago. That's right.
Hey, Rusty, what'd you do before Purple Cow? And then we'll get into what Purple Cow is. Purple Squirrel. Oopsie. There's too many purples. Too many purples.
No,
I
I worked at Montana Jack's restaurant I worked in the building for 24 years.
Okay.
Wow.
So, yeah, I got complacent for a long time. I also ran a barbecue business for 5 years. That didn't go as planned.
Oh, okay.
A food truck, actually. Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah, half-ass barbecue.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's what it's called, yeah.
I think that word's okay, but you're still walking on thin ice here.
If you listen to the Big J show,
okay,
you hear a little bit of the,
I prefer the word "but" to the other one.
Let's keep it G. And I got stuck,
That's good. Well, if you ever get too comfortable, just look down on that sheet of paper right in front of you and realize what you're up against.
So 24 years working for somebody else and decided to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
What was the first couple of businesses that went through your head? Was it automatically the cleaning business, or did you have something else?
No, I had several ideas.
Yeah. I remember hearing a few of them.
A few of them fell through.
Yeah.
I was just so hungry to do something else, just to do a business.
Yeah.
And I joined Havoc Mindset. Morgan here, I met him through Havoc Mindset, and we just kind of clashed there.
Clicked.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
Do you think having the food truck and getting that failure out of the way, has that changed the way that you're looking at the cleaning business?
For sure.
How so?
Well, because I made so many mistakes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't really try,
What would you say the biggest mistake was?
Not marketing.
Not marketing.
Marketing is huge.
Nope.
Marketing is
huge. Or not giving it 110%.
Yeah.
Just just not going as hard as you could have.
Morgan.
Yes, sir.
What is happening?
Dude, I've been buying.
I'm enjoying this.
I mean, Morgan's got farm fresh eggs. He just drops off baby gifts to me and it's eggs and it's awesome.
Well,
we've
the
got
gifts,
a few things.
right?
We've got a few irons in the fire around my house.
Yeah.
He does. He's got a shirt printing business. He dropped off some baby Velcamp shirts when the baby came. I mean, really cool.
Yeah, when I first ran into Morgan, met Morgan, that's the line of work. I thought you were totally in.
Yeah.
I thought it was, and I know you're starting up again. That I didn't know what you did for a living.
So what I did for the living was, I've been with the railroad for 15 years.
Wow.
I was a locomotive engineer for a decade. Then I moved into telecom. And ultimately, man, my wife and I started dabbling in the T-shirt business.
Yeah.
She started a company called Designology. Find her on Facebook or anywhere else. Little plug.
Okay, plug away.
Yeah,
it's an entrepreneur show.
And it was this really cool thing that we found that we could collaborate together. I was doing this amazing project with my wife. We were being creative, which I am not a creative person, so it worked out well. It was a lot of fun, but I knew I needed something to step away from a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
Something that could create income, something that I could work hard at, I could be proud of, that would serve the community. At least I felt like it would.
Yeah.
And so cleaning has always kind of been on my mind, and I knew that I could do it. I know that I've done it, when I worked on boats, everywhere I've worked, I cleaned something.
Now,
and so we jumped into it, man.
No, you're not doing it as a side hustle. This is going to be the full-time gig.
Here's the deal, man. It started as hey, let's see what kind of accounts we can get.
Yeah.
Do a side hustle.
Yeah.
And it quickly overwhelmed us. We're talking tsunami action.
Yeah.
They got 4 cleanings tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tonight. So, and ultimately what we've learned is if you show up in the cleaning business, you bring some integrity to it, you do a good job.
Yes.
You don't call in every other week, and you take an extra walk through around the building. You make sure it looks good. People are happy. Like, not your standard of clean, not my standard of clean, but the customer's standard of clean.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's, you can own the world.
Yeah.
Own the world.
Yeah, Shane, the Havocs and those boys are killing it. They jumped. There's no Havoc.
Just don't jump into Lake Elmo East because there is sharks in there.
Yes.
Stay away from the ice holes.
Yes.
Yep.
Stay away from the ice holes up there. So, tell us about the meeting, the two of you getting together, and how that happened.
And why partnership? Why not go off on your own?
We clicked. You know, I had a lot of respect for Rusty. As soon as I met him, I knew when you say something like you've been in Montana Jack's, like you've been working in the restaurant industry alone for 24 years, I knew that was someone that was solid, that knew what hard work was, that knew what detail was, could, you know, relate with people. And so, yeah, I threw it out there. I was like, hey, this is what I'm thinking of in a group text, and he bit.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
We went for it.
Montana Jack's. You were the cook up there for that long? Server for that long.
No.
Montana Jack's, man, their buffet breakfast.
Great place.
Great. I'm not lying. I'm like,
Rusty, don't let him sneak diss you like that, man. Come on now. Someone's got to say
no,
it. Don't sneak diss
it was
like
great. Yeah, I love the food up there, and like I said, the place was a great place. I mean, part of it because of you. You know, and then moving on. Hey, Billings, Montana, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Purple Squirrel.
More hit music next. Hot 1019.
Squirrel Professional Cleaners. How did you guys come up with this name? Why not Purple Unicorn or something?
Purple uniform.
A purple squirrel. Do you want to answer, Rusty? Do you want me to?
Well, I was Googling names one day, and I came across, I was like, well, what does that mean? So I looked it up, and it said, well, means you're a perfect candidate for the job.
How did you Google for business names and come to find Purple Squirrel?
I want to know why he was Googling, weird rodents.
Yeah. Ew, bro. Hey, that's kind of
Something else.
that's kind of weird.
No, it is a purple.
It's unique though. I
Purple
like it.
Squirrel in the corporate world is a candidate that fits everything you're looking for, right? Like every credential, everything like that. They fit the bill so perfect that they're more rare than a purple squirrel. So when someone just pointed out to me that the other day that there are purple squirrels somewhere, and so it was a little bit funny. I think my son looked it up. He Googled it.
What?
Yeah, it's like a Russian squirrel or something.
Rusty, you got to get that picture and put it on the app. We need to see a purple squirrel. Yeah, that sounds crazy. Do you think, as far as perfect candidate, we're talking workforce, do you think there's a purple squirrel out there as far as clients go for you? Or are they all purple squirrels?
Man, that's a good question. I think that it really depends not so much on the environment, right? Because we clean 777 Fitness here in Billings. We just took them on, and absolutely love Greg and his business and what he's doing there. I love going in there every night and cleaning that place.
Which one?
777.
Yeah. Nice.
And but then we've got other places. We do Pure Medical. And once again, another wonderful place to clean, two totally different spaces. I'd love to say that, we specialize in gyms, or we specialize in medical facilities. But the truth is that we specialize in working with friendly people.
You guys do any restaurants?
Yeah, Montana Jack's.
Montana Jack's?
That was easy. That was an easy get.
Yeah. Do you think that you would go into hood cleaning at any point?
No.
That's a good niche, though. There's a big need for it, and not a lot of people want to do it.
Hey, do you want a part-time job cleaning hoods?
Maybe a joint venture. Casey, do you want to get into the hood cleaning business, my man?
It is a rough one.
It is, but there's some money to be made.
There is.
It's a dirty. We'd have to rename ourselves to Greasy Squirrel.
Greasy Squirrel. That's true. Greasy Squirrel. Tell us more about your background.
As far as backgrounds go, I lived in Montana when I was a kid. My dad was kind enough to move me all over the country, and as per when I got old enough, I was out of the house at 14, had that vagabond spirit, and ran everywhere from Alaska to San Diego. Worked on everything from fishing boats to sunken pirate boats, literally.
Nice.
Been a bicycle messenger, all kinds of wacky stuff. Worked in detox centers, treatment centers. and then became a locomotive engineer.
Yeah.
You know, climbed cell towers for a long time.
And any of these, were you ever self-employed?
No, this is the first go around for that, and it's something I've always known I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I guess in working on boats, I helped deliver boats for a while up and down the coast, and that you're pretty much self-employed with that. It's kind of pro bono stuff. But
How old are you, Morgan?
me, I'm 42.
42.
Yeah,
Rusty?
You're
39.
39 and
The
42.
same age as you.
Yeah, me and Rusty are the same age. 29.
Had 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, it's never too late to get out there and start something. You know, I like to.
What's that supposed to mean?
What's that? I'm just saying.
Read between the lines. Read between the
We're old
lines.
enough now that we're getting this not too late to start
Yeah,
something.
it's never too late
For you, getting out there and walking around the mall.
A lot of people will not take that jump. You know, and no matter what age it is, you hear a lot of talk about it. Like, yeah, I'd like to. You guys turned "I'd like to we're going to, and we did.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to continue to do that. You know, my hat is off to you for sure. And then the contracts will keep coming in. So you'll clean anything. Is that what I'm hearing? Like will you stay away
Just
from
about.
a few things?
No, there's a couple that I've sent him where he's gone, hey man, I don't know about that. You let me sit back and think.
Yeah.
And generally, we pretty much get in anywhere we can, fit in. And and like you said earlier, the perfect client, right? The Purple Squirrel client. We're looking for that niche. And we haven't found anything that's been specifically like gyms are our thing or this is our thing, So it's we're continuing to explore those boundaries and just sent off a really bizarre bid to a local company that, hasn't really had contractors coming in and clean them before. So we'll see how that goes. And it's outside of our kind of our realm and scope, but we're always exploring those boundaries. I don't know if I want to say too much about it yet.
Yeah,
It'll be a good one if we get it.
How did you get some startup capital? Did it cost a lot to get into this business?
I emptied out my wallet. He emptied out his wallet. And we bootlegged this whole thing, man. No business loans.
Nice.
Just hit the ground running and, landed
How much
some
overhead
contracts.
was there? I mean,
Yeah.
I said that on when we first started the show. One of the easiest business to get started is the cleaning business. If you want to be the solo guy, you just go into your own pantry and grab all your cleaning stuff out of your house, and you can go out and start cleaning.
What about
There is-
window washing?
We do wash windows. That is okay. That is correct. And it is true. You can start with a lot of stuff from your home. However, there is a vast difference. The first time I got my hands on a commercial vacuum, it just changed my whole perspective on life. I was like, oh, that's what a clean carpet looks like, and I'll never go get a Eureka again.
When are
Hope I
they
don't get in
getting
trouble for that?
When are they getting the riding vacuums?
Riding vacuum.
You actually do have some already.
There are some crazy machines out there. Every
there's some
time I
crazy
go
stuff.
over to Hansen Chemical, man, I start looking around and oogling over things.
I love the people over there. Bob Hansen's one of the
They're
most
good
amazing
people.
guys. Yeah, Bob's had that company for a lot of years.
So
That's where I got my starts over there too.
Yeah, and Tooney actually helped us get
he
into
sent us
business.
over there.
Yeah, he sent us there. He was the first person that I really talked to about this because Shane sent me over to talk to you.
Yeah.
He said that's the man to talk to about cleaning businesses. And after you laughed and walked away, and then he came back and gave me some advice.
It is a great business, and like I said, surrounding you with the right people like Bob Hansen and the Hansen people, they're amazing. They're great people, and when you're getting your start and you don't have enough money or a lot of money there, these guys help me along the way for sure.
Right, yeah.
Which is nice. The backpack vac is the best vacuum ever.
Yeah. Best thing.
It doesn't speed the world up. You just kind of fly through, especially in a gym.
Yeah,
Especially in a gym.
We need a cordless one.
Move around. They've got cordless ones now,
Wow.
and I've been eyeballing those too because I get around places like pool decks that
Yeah.
have got a vacuum and that cord don't reach.
Yeah.
Normal people have to be so bored with hearing about how long a corded vacuum is.
Well, I hated that in a gym. You've got, the gym I was doing was 40-some thousand square feet, and you just wish you'd have to run back and unplug it and plug it back in somewhere else so you could just get the whole thing going underneath the machines. And it was one of the best investments ever.
Yeah, but commercial vacuums are amazing things. You get into commercial cleaners, man, and you're blown away at how better they work. Yeah. Than the standard stuff you buy over the counter.
No clashing heads yet?
No. We've had a few conversations, but the nice thing about working with someone who's invested, in self-development, who's invested in things like Havoc Mindset, right?
Yeah.
And working with Shane is that when there is a disagreement, we can come to each other and go, look, man, there's logically 3 ways to deal with this. And that's I buy you out, you buy me out, or we straighten this out.
Yeah.
And, we're committed to straightening it out. It's, business partnership's kind of like a marriage. And I don't want to say that because I know you guys are about to crack wise on it real hard. But, I mean, that's the case, right? We're in a relationship making this business work. And we've got, they're going to be employees to take care of, and their best interest needs to be looked after, our best interest needs to be looked after, and so we've got to make this relationship work.
Yeah.
And as long as we're committed to bettering ourselves and taking care of this company, our employees and our customers, be able to work through these things.
I love the mindset.
Yeah.
You guys got the right, the right everything right now. I love it. Love hearing it.
Yeah, well spoken and passionate.
Yes.
That's huge.
The passionate part is the great part, right? You hear them just so into it.
Did you ever think that you'd be passionate about cleaning?
No. Sometimes I even wonder now about, around 11:30 at night when you're wrapped around a toilet because someone, people can't manage to pee in the toilet. And so once again, you're cleaning the same toilet.
Yeah.
No, man, it's funny because out of all the jobs I've done, I really do actually feel like I'm making Billings a better place.
Yeah.
I'm making, take for instance the gym. Mm-hmm. I make the gym a cleaner place. People are more comfortable there.
Yeah.
They shower there. They get ready for work there after they're done working out.
Healthier environment for sure when you're cleaning a gym.
We're doing Billings dirty work, man.
Yeah.
We're making this a cleaner place for everybody.
Yeah.
And honestly, it sounds cheesy, whatever.
No.
It feels good, and that motivates me to get up.
Cleaning up the trash.
Yeah.
Making it, like I said, especially in a gym. I mean, the dust bunnies, they're everywhere. They'll hide and they'll just kind of float around. And you're like, wow. And just in 2 days, if nothing's done, they kind of get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you're like, holy heck. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys are doing the gym. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely, man. And taking care of that stuff before it comes down. You mentioned dust bunnies. So part of what we attack when we walk into a new company is we look for what's up high. Open architecture. It looks beautiful, right? Yeah. Everything collects up there. It migrates down onto your computer monitors, your carpet, your desks. Yeah. So if you can be proactive, if you can get that stuff up high, which a lot of cleaners don't do, get that stuff up high, take care of it once, twice a month, keeps everything else cleaner, takes care of business.
Nice.
So, that's very true.
Yes, it is.
Speaking like a genius in the cleaning industry.
Or at least someone that does want to clean up dust bunnies every day.
Right?
What's the most frequent client? How many times are you doing it?
Cleaning. Jackson 777.
Are you doing it
daily?
Every night, whether you like it or not.
Wow. So are you
usually in there at 2 a.m.
Yeah. What does your schedules look like right now? Sleep schedule?
Do you have a schedule? Do you have a schedule?
What schedule?
Should we make a schedule? I like that schedule.
Are you getting some sleep? What's that look like?
We are.
4 to 5 hours.
Yeah. No, man. I've got it pretty easy, right? I have a wonderful wife at home, taking care of business, helping me out. Rusty, same thing. Wonderful wife at home, but his wife works, and they've got a really young child at home. So I don't know how he's pulling it off.
No sleep for the wicked.
I drive out to the middle of nowhere. I live out Clapper Flats, man, on 20 acres. I mean, we've got a farm out there to take care of too.
That's crazy.
And so it's last night. Man, I totally just. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a term that doesn't violate all these things you have written down on the paper. I messed up. So I got all the way home and realized I hadn't done one of the things at one of our customers. And it was 11:45 at night, man. I got my PJs on, brushed my teeth. I got into bed. I laid down next to my wife, and I went, oh, man, it's so nice to be in bed. And then my eyes sprang open, and I was like, I forgot to wash this particular chemical off this particular wall. And I sat back up, and she looked at me and went, do you have to go back to Billings? And I said, yes, ma'am.
Well, you should have called me.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
I don't have a key. So.
Yeah, you didn't have a key. That's what she goes, call Rusty. And I was like, he doesn't have the key. I do, right here in my pocket.
With that, Billings, Montana, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
More hits coming up next. Hot 1019.